recording. I need to sleep.
Hold up. Oh, yeah, we're going to do Slate.
3, 2, take one. No. Yes. Please stop.
Right,
you don't understand the point of a slate.
You're going to be fine. You're going to see 3 of those spikes there.
I see 50 slates.
Between the lines with Mikey and Al. Mikey?
And Al.
And Al.
And that's it. There's nobody else here.
Now, before we get into topics, before we start yammering, Nick, you said you got a stand-up joke you wrote.
One of my stand-up jokes involves the fact that I'll probably never do my stand-up until after my mother is dead.
I want to preface that. I want to preface
All right,
that.
so that's the
Why does Mikey? Let me ask you a question.
Preface.
Why does Mikey always get his shit set up, and his shit is set up wonderfully, and then mine is sort of half-ass? Is it because Mikey's a bigger star than I am, or what is it?
I'm a bigger has-been.
I'm still upset because Mike gets all his shit taken care of, and my shit gets.
Well, I'm also a production assistant.
That is true. He does know how to set up his own shit. He helped set up his own shit today.
I helped set up.
That is true.
So I get preference.
You do get preference.
Preferential treatment.
Preferential treatment is not a bad thing. So, guys, what's been going on for the whole week? How you guys been?
Redo our
What's going on?
Rio,
What kind of
redo the intro?
Yeah, we got to redo the intro for Rio. We got to
All
introduce
right,
ourselves.
it's time again for On the Table with Mikey and Al.
You piece of
Nope.
shit. It's not that. We went over this last week. It's called...
It's time again for Between the Lines with Mikey and Al.
There you go.
I'm
There you
Mikey.
And I'm Al.
And
he's Nick.
I'm clinically depressed.
And he is next.
And he's
Cymbalta
clinically
could not
predicted.
help.
Oh, you know what?
Probably can't use that because Cymbalta might sue me.
Oh, well, we just blurb out Cymbalta.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, a little
in the
blue
world.
pill.
Let's just say it a couple more times.
The little blue pill.
Yeah. So a lot of stuff going
What's
on
a
in the
guy
world
your
today.
age taking Cymbalta for?
It's the depression one.
Oh.
Depression hurts.
I was thinking it's for your...
Cymbalta. You're thinking of Cialis for daily use.
That's your dick.
That's true.
I was thinking you were depressed because you couldn't get it up. You know, I'm sorry. Young
By the
virile
way,
male-
I have
male,
a question.
you know?
Yeah.
Who is a wife at an age where they can't get erect every single day?
Clean it up a little. Who's fornicating with their wife? Who's making
Who
love
is
to their
having
wife?
sex
know
with
what?
their wife, with their significant
making
other,
love.
with their significant other? We are in 2023.
Yeah.
Because you could be
2020 we're in 23?
cohabitating.
What
right?
year is it?
To be
Who
honest
am
with
I?
you,
Yeah, it's the age of the cohabitation.
I think that's a great
You
question.
have sex
Live
at
with a straight
at
man, never have
wedlock.
sex with them, and just marry him for the benefits.
But it's a great
Yeah.
question. But
Get
at
a
the end
house?
of the day, I think
Yeah.
it really depends upon
Let's do
the
this,
dude.
Mike.
Let me ask you, okay, there's a lot of guys because once they get over a certain age, they're going to need a little help to entertain their, their wives, their girlfriends,
libido.
and whatnot. I don't think that's a bad thing. What happens is that it depends upon the individual how they take care of themselves. Are they able to get it up, or if they're not, whatnot?
Well, that's
So-
not always a choice.
What do
Some
you mean
people
it's not
just
always a
chemically
choice?
can't do that. Some people's bodies won't let them do that.
You mean chemically they can't?
Yeah, I'm saying not chemical like medicine. Some people take meds that they can't, but I mean they can't do it. It's not
Yeah,
even
but
an
you know
age
what?
thing
I
always. Some
think-
people it's just
I think-
biology, right?
I think that if
I
you
wouldn't know.
if you cannot chemically
I-
get yourself,
I didn't
up-
have a horrible experience the other night, which I couldn't
Mm-hmm.
for the first time.
Uh-oh. Was it with you or was it with somebody else?
I have not used that yet. And you know what?
It wouldn't be embarrassing. If
It
was
wouldn't
a
be
thing.
embarrassing to me either. If I
No,
had to
if I
use
was
it,
alone.
I understand you.
let me tell you something. If I was with a girl,
God will know.
would you shut the fuck up?
If you ever happen to get lucky enough to do
If
that.
I happen to be ever lucky enough to be with a girl, I don't think it would be a problem at my age if I had to utilize that.
I do.
I'd
shun you.
It would be a crotch shot. What do you utilize?
I'd
I
shun
mean, that's
you.
what it's for.
Well, you know what happens sometimes as a side
You
effect.
know what?
It
You're
stays
such a-
hard. It does. This
true.
happened to my friend Al. Not this friend Al, but another friend Al. Stayed hard for 14 hours.
Call the doctor.
14 hours. Called the doctor. Looked up,
Blood
the
pressure
side
messes
effects.
it up. Yep.
Yep. Oh, it was a blood pressure
he
medication that did it. Yeah. Yeah. He wound up with an erection for 14 hours. And he was sitting on his nephew's couch in his sweatpants, and the thing was just raging, and nobody was around, so he had to get a cab, and then he had to go there. They had to wring out his wiener,
Really?
poke it, yeah,
Yeah, and they have to squeeze it.
and wring
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Ring off. Otherwise, you
This is
could
an actual-
lose the ability to do
I
it.
did
Forget what
not
the
know that
procedure's
that was.
called.
Yeah, you could lose the ability to get hard forever.
I did not know that was part of the equation. I
Yeah.
didn't know that was part of the system.
Yeah, and a lot of
Really?
people just are like, okay, I'll just let it go. You know, it's like 24 hours. You're hard.
Yeah.
You sleep on your side. You know, you wake up the next day and you can never get hard again once they drain that thing, or it turns black and falls
You
off.
sleep
you know?
on your stomach and you're like fucking,
Yeah, so
depending upon what. In my case, I'm like 2 inches off the bed,
Yep.
maybe.
It just kind of holds you there. in
it's like the
position.
Princess and the Pea. She's like, "What's that?"
Are you still following?
Caligula tells you. Yeah.
No, he's following.
Kind of.
He
Yeah,
gets
yeah, I'm following him down the.
See, this is
rabbit
why
hole.
Mike
Trying to
gets
think of
the
like a Game of
preferential
Thrones
treatment,
kind of
and you
thing.
don't. What?
Oh, that's true too.
What?
Yeah.
We get,
You
I
do
don't
get
know.
the preferential.
He gets the
treatment.
preferential treatment.
Oh,
He
he's
gets
a
the
star.
preferential treatment. I got to stop talking out like this.
yeah, you gotta stay right on that.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou?
Did you hear about the new Jon Snow thing coming out? As far as like, I was a big Game of Thrones fans. I love Game of Thrones.
I thought he was talking about John Wick.
Oh yeah, no, not John Wick.
No, Jon Snow is getting
Yeah.
a new series.
Yeah,
I didn't watch the newest Game of Thrones series. I
Okay.
don't care to.
really?
I liked Game of Thrones and to a certain point, and I'm good now. I've watched the original content.
Wow.
Very
So
few
you're just
sequels
like,
will live up.
Fuck you.
Very few sequels will live up.
No,
It's a
well,
different
you know
story,
what?
right?
It is a different story.
You never know.
Same time.
Spin-offs work out sometimes.
Spin-offs work out.
Mork for Mork.
True.
Mork for Mork did pretty well. Laverne and Shirley, 7 seasons outside of Happy Days. Joni Loves Chachi. I think that made 2 seasons.
Holy shit. Mike is bringing up shit that I haven't thought out in a long time. But
Yeah.
you know what? Those
Sometimes
are great
spin-offs do
series.
great, man.
How many seasons did Frasier have?
Oh,
Oh,
more than
Frasier
Cheers,
was-
probably.
Yeah.
Right?
A good amount.
They were great.
Who was the guy who was always at the bar? And then Norm.
Yeah.
Norm and Cliff.
He was an alcoholic, and his friends just enabled his
They weren't
alcoholism.
alcoholics then. They were just drunks.
They were just
Mm,
drunk,
but they enabled it.
enjoying.
They did enable.
You know what?
He was there every.
Oh my.
Yeah, but if you've hung out at a bar,
Day.
you understand that they
There's
don't
a few.
talk about alcoholism in a bar.
No, they don't.
They just take your money and they ask you how your day was.
And sometimes they'll make sure the drink is water instead of.
Well, that's the new
What
the
bar
new
have
day.
you ever
yeah,
been?
no.
Yeah, but a
Nowadays.
bar in Boston in the 1980s, they
Are
know
you
exactly
kidding me?
what you drink, and they'd have your
Boston.
stool ready for you. You know,
Boston.
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 Okay.
How do you like them apples?
I got a number.
How you like them apples?
That doesn't
Gourd.
pertain to
You're
Mitch
off
at
your
all.
gourd. We
Off
haven't
his
heard
gourd.
that in a while.
Haven't
So
heard that.
anyway,
Yeah, you're out of your crawler.
You're out of your fucking crawler.
You're out of
Yeah.
your fucking crawler.
I like the terminologies. I like knowing where they come from. You know, I like knowing where
searching
old
them.
sayings come from.
You know, Dressed to the Nines comes from. It used to cost 6 pence to go to the theater, and then 9 pence would get you a better seat. So you dress to the occasion.
No,
Did
false.
did
That's
not
not where
know
that came from.
That's where I heard it today.
Okay,
Where'd
now you're going to give us.
Where'd you get Dressed to the
you're-
Nines? You're thinking the
Just-
whole 9 yards.
Yeah,
Which
you
is
know,
not a
you're-
football
no, but
term.
that's the
It's a
exact same
machine gun
thing.
term.
No, but that's the whole thing.
Very good, Mike.
Then, but
I
where
am.
did Dress to the Nines come from? What did you say?
The movie theater
What do you mean about the movie theater?
had nicer seats that were 9 pence instead of 6 pence.
Did you hear
So
what
you'd
I?
pay the 9 pence, and then you would have to dress to the occasion.
But did you hear what I
Ah.
So you
just
would
did?
dress to the 9.
Did you hear what I just did?
Yeah, we heard your clubber thing
What?
too, Al.
Yeah.
What'd you
You
say?
didn't hear it.
I didn't.
I said just give him his just desserts.
yes, yes.
And then we got to argue that one too. So,
Yes.
I mean, you know, where does that just desserts come from? But at the end of the
Just
day,
desserts.
One theory is that tailors use 9 yards of material. That's where I thought confused the 9 yards thing
yeah.
to make a suit. The more material you had, the more kudos you accrued. Although 9 yards seems generous.
Are you serious?
All right.
Carl Reiner lied.
What did Carl Reiner
He was
tell
on
you?
the tonight on the Johnny Carson show. I was watching a rerun today,
Mhm.
and he said,
9 yards?
"No, no,
No, just to the yeah.
You know what? He may not
dress
have
to the
known.
occasion."
Let's not throw him under the
I don't
bus
see
yet.
people dressing up to go to a movie theater.
No,
Maybe it was a
neither.
theater. he
Well,
was
you mean
talking
when you were
about?
watching the Letterman?
No, I was watching Carson.
Oh.
I got and I watched Johnny Carson.
But let's
I like.
talk
I've been
about-
watching Norm Macdonald recently. I like
Oh,
him.
Norm's the best.
Norm's really good.
Oh, the best.
I've been listening to a little Bert Kreischer.
Maybe
Bert
he's into
Kreischer.
Norm a little.
I've been listening to a
I
little.
don't know if you want to cut that, but yeah, I get it. He's also talking about. Oh, never mind. We'll go into Norm another time.
I've been listening to a little Bert Kreischer. He's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's got some. The shirt guy.
stuff.
He's got a movie coming out.
Yeah, he's pretty.
Yeah,
good.
based on his elaborate story about going to Russia that he does
Oh,
on
okay.
stage. It's funny. I like Kreischer. I hope he does well. Comedians don't do well in movies, you know. Not usually, anyways.
I guess if you get the money.
Yeah, but you know what? He's been doing well, and you know what? I've listened to him. And he seems like a down to earth guy. And
He's
just
super
seems
likable.
Really,
And when he
likable.
laughs, it's fucking beautiful.
It's fucking beautiful.
Yeah, he's the
yeah.
guy you want laughing. This guy you want hanging out laughing
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the time.
See, I identify more with Pete Holmes. One of his albums just called Mouth Noises or Funny Mouth Things.
Who?
Pete Holmes.
Who the fuck is that?
He's
Big name.
Early 2000s. Yeah, he was
Never
a
heard
You know,
of
I
him.
just saw Anthony
he had a
Jeselnik.
sketch comedy show. Yeah.
Sounds like
Yeah. You
somebody-
saw
He's
him?
real dry.
Is he?
Yeah, like Stephen Wright, except he's got some dirty,
Yeah.
real off color.
I like the
stuff.
ones. I like the ones that
he
do
was
jokes like this. It's
fantastic.
they just do single liners and they just keep doing single liners.
Like
for,
one liner jokes.
like one liner, but not.
like
There's no
traditional.
consistent story. Just
Yeah,
yeah. Here's this joke. Ha.
sure, like Dangerfield.
You know,
Yeah, Rodney.
for
You ever
me-
listen to Rodney?
Yes.
I
Yeah, I
think-
went to a
You
proctologist.
hearing
He stuck
something?
his finger in my mouth. What?
Yeah, but those one-liners, okay, they're okay. But Bert
rolling, Nick. Do we
Kreischer
wanna
is
cut
really,
now?
really
We're at
good.
18. We're not at 19. Are we rolling?
Is the dot up in the right?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Bert Kreischer really good, and so is that the other guy. He played in that movie with Pete, whatever the guy that
Pete Davidson.
was fucking,
Townsend.
Pete Townsend, the
dating
guitarist.
Kim Kardashian.
Pete Davidson.
No, but who's the?
Pete Davidson.
Yeah, that I know.
Who?
Pete
And
Davidson.
I don't think that guy's funny.
He doesn't
at
get
all.
enough exposure.
Well, he
Say
tells
his name
jokes
again.
about his. Pete Davidson tells jokes about his dead father often. I think.
Yeah, no, but you know
Well,
what,
that's
how
the
fucking
that's the joke that people make about him now.
Oh, that when they do impressions?
Yeah,
'Cause
they
he's
talk.
big.
Yeah.
no.
He was
But
wasn't
the
he
movie-
roasted
He's everywhere now.
He roasted Justin Bieber, I think.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like,
That was pretty
his most
funny.
popular thing. He was in a movie about teenagers and killings.
He's like, my dad died 9/11. Your dad didn't even want to be around.
Yeah.
Those roasts are mean.
Do we think tragedies? Well, that's a common question in comedies. How much time needs to pass before somebody can make a joke?
Yeah.
Right. Like people make jokes about Michael Jackson all the time.
Well, I just want to
Well,
give you my.
it all
Stephen
depends on
Baldwin.
who's going to hear it.
Yeah.
If you're in front of an audience that doesn't know Michael Jackson, if you're in front of his kids and they're sitting in the front row,
Such
there's a
thing
difference.
exists.
What's that?
Such a thing exists. There's a point where even a Ghanaian child would know Michael Jackson's name.
Yeah.
Not to say anything about Ghana. I couldn't name another.
Well, I'm
African
saying they don't
country
know
'cause
him.
I'm
They don't know him personally. Is what I'm
uneducated. Oh
saying.
yeah, I suppose
They
so.
don't know him personally, so
Like,
they're
I
not
wouldn't-
going to take it personally.
Well,
But
that's
if
true,
you're in
too.
front of his children, then you're probably not going to break out some kind of pedophile joke.
Well, like in
Correct,
2018, in my high school auditorium, one of the teachers stood up to get everybody's attention. He said, "Oh, Captain, my Captain!" And then somebody else yelled out, "Too soon!" Because Robin Williams.
Oh, he killed himself.
Well, Robin Williams had
And the
passed,
char-
and somebody made
and
a
the
joke.
character killed himself in.
I don't know. Somebody yelled out,
Yeah,
"Oh,
that's from
Captain, my
Dead
Captain."
Poets
Yeah, I
Society.
know where that's from.
Yeah, and the one student kills himself,
Yeah.
and so did Robin.
There's a great Saturday Night Live skit where Fred Armisen plays the teacher.
I think being an EMT is starting to make
Guy
you a little
stands up
dark,
on a desk.
darken your sense of humor.
You know how they all stand up on their desk?
I've heard
in
of
the
this
movie.
happening to people.
Yeah,
like
it's-
you were a sweet boy, and now it's gone.
I've always
That-
been fucked
that
up.
little
I think we know
glare.
that.
It's turned into a dull.
No. That little glint.
Far
The
away.
glint in your eyes. The gleam. Gleam.
The
is what we're
gleam,
looking for.
yeah, the gleam that used to be there. It's like you just dull far away.
So, Al, what do you want to talk? Al, let's go to you.
you have eyes like a
Moving
shark.
Al.
Eyes like a doll's eyes.
Yeah, those lifeless shark eyes.
Or how did we get on big cocks too?
Nick's always talking about wieners.
Can we just come back to the fact that we went to Al being like, how about talk about those triple B's
How
with the
do we
triple
get-
You
D's?
took what he said and you vulgarized it.
He said big.
Yeah, and you
You
started.
get much more. Is he talking about his livestock population growing larger over the years? He's got his hen coop. He had to
Oh, no,
increase it a
that's
couple feet up.
That's not livestock.
They're
It's
livestock.
cow, right?
They're a livestock.
Are they?
Gotta be right.
Oh, they're poultry.
Maybe
They're
not. Oh,
foul.
you're right. They are poultry.
Poultry and foul.
There's nothing foul about them. You just gotta get to know.
We
them.
got to talk about. We
Put
got to
'em
talk
full.
about a little. We
Bad
got to
joke
talk
of the
about
day.
a little politics, a little about what's going on in the world too.
Ooh.
We got it.
Yeah, let's talk
Okay,
about
world
those
event.
really hot button issues that no one ever talks about. Al.
Yeah.
What are they?
I haven't even listened to politics in the past couple months.
You have
Okay, so
I haven't thought about it in a
so
month.
what's going on in the world right now? You have
They're trying to arrest Putin or something.
yeah,
I don't
you
know.
got Putin. You got
luck.
people want to, I guess, arrest Trump and all this other.
You want to arrest
bullshit.
Putin?
Have you seen this AI shit? Your Trump
The
comment
AI
brings
shit
me
is
into an
very,
AI
very
thing.
intriguing because I understand that's very, very.
It's getting better and better at a
Potent.
scary rate for me. I don't want to have to deal with potential news being faked and being picked up by mainstream media because they don't realize it's fake because AI is so convincing now.
Yeah.
A month ago, AI couldn't make fingers appear normal, and it still is fairly like bad at it. But now any Joe Schmo can get on his computer, go online, type up photo of Donald Trump
I'll see.
3D
getting
printed,
arrested,
right? And do
getting
that kind
arrested.
of
Yeah,
shit.
because that's no, it's not about a 3D printing. And then it'll news story about Donald Trump getting arrested, and then the AI will create a workable news article, looks like the real thing,
Yeah.
written like a real news article, editor fake name, and then Donald Trump are getting arrested. 3 photos of Donald Trump
Really?
getting arrested. Yeah.
So you can't believe
And
anything
it's,
anymore.
and it's accurate. It looks like Donald Trump getting arrested, and you have to really zoom in and look at the details that computers are having trouble with right now, which is fingers
Okay.
and certain body features. Like
So it's
But-
almost. Let me ask you a question. Remember that movie with Will Smith before he smacked the
iRobot.
shit out of Chris Rock? And then
Yes.
Chris Rock just came back and said, "Go fuck yourself" to Will Smith. But that iRobot thing, that sort of like. I'm not saying that that's AI, but when I'm thinking AI, at my age, and I'll be
That's CGI.
35 next month, so.
so, I'm thinking it's more like we're moving
That was
towards
a joke.
idiocracy.
I've seen a gentleman. I saw a video where a guy's asking that. What is the new top notch?
So where's AI going?
Like
Where's
answering.
We can do
AI
it now.
going?
What?
We could do it right now.
Yeah, what
We
is
could,
the name of the service?
There's a few, and I don't really want to plug
one of the-
any service right now
Yeah, but-
here.
okay.
I don't really want
Whatever it is that
to be a part
listen,
of increasing AI
okay,
usage.
what-
I'm scared of it.
Whatever. Well, we're bringing attention to it. So.
I know.
But
Because Mike and I, we would love AI because if we can go to the fucking, can we go through the drive-thru?
the guy was asking
and
it
they
to
just
write-
bring the fuck shit to it.
Yeah, I could do
the
it.
guy was asking it like a bunch of questions, right? And one of the questions was, "Is the world overpopulated?" And it said yes. And it said, "What would you do?" And
It would kill everybody, but that's usually directed. So it's very. Here's the thing: you can't trust that either.
why?
So there was an article done where they showed AI a bunch of Reddit. Reddit is this forum posting website
know
that's been
Reddit.
around
Yeah,
for a
of
while.
course.
Just to let you know. for
You don't
preface
have
for
to
our
fucking
individual
tell
things.
us about Reddit.
Well, I have to tell our
No,
listeners who may
we-
not know what Reddit
Mike
is.
and I were up on all that bullshit. So come
Okay,
on.
well, Reddit is where people can post things. It's
Thank
kind of
you.
like Facebook in a different format.
we understand that.
They showed specific murder or gore, specific things of murder and gore to this AI system. That was the basis for its
showed it?
education. They showed it a bunch of things. They had it look at a bunch of
It's like-
subreddits
It's like Alex Boy.
that had a bunch
A
of
Clockwork Orange.
terrible, it had a bunch of terrible crap in it, right? And then they asked it to do the Rorschach ink blot tests, and every time it would answer, man getting
Rorschach
opened,
or
man getting
Horshack?
mauled by dogs, man getting slashed in half, man being beheaded.
So it's just showing what it just saw, or it's just speaking what it saw.
doing
recently.
the Rorschach ink blot.
Yeah.
Ink blot test.
Did you say
where-
Rorschach or Horshack?
no, Rorschach, RORSACH.
Rorschach.
This is a tough one. I don't
Because-
remember how to spell
Do you
Rorschach.
remember Horshack, Mike?
Rorschach. Yeah.
What is that
Mr.
from?
Carter. Hey, Mr. Carter.
Yes, that is our Horshack.
That's Rorschach.
That's Horshack.
Yeah, that's the Rorschach test.
Cat-
That's a
Caddyshack.
Horshack that we know.
Caddyshack? Yeah, Caddyshack test.
But it showed it a bunch of the ink blots. You know what the ink
Mr.
blot.
Carter.
Do you
Right?
understand what the ink blot tests are or not?
Blood test.
The ink blot test.
Oh, yeah, I've had
It's that
plenty.
psychology thing where they put
Of course,
the
it's the Rorschach. Rorschach.
Yeah,
the
nicely done.
Rorschach.
Well, you got to fucking pick and choose what that ink blot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what it means. You
It's-
have to
it's
tell
the
them what
test-
you think you
it's the
see.
I
test.
passed that 100 times.
The only
Generally a
thing,
test for psychopaths.
right, but the only thing the computer could see because it was shown all this murder stuff and nothing else was murder stuff. And so you can't trust AI because the AI could be corrupted by what has been put into
So what are you
it.
telling us, Nick? God damn it! Because
You could
If
never.
you're giving us the Horshack test,
you can never emulate a human being.
I miss Horshack.
Is that what you're saying, Nikki?
No, it could.
Remember he had Mike. He had like a little.
They're passing tests at 9-year-olds. They're getting grades at the level of 9-year-olds.
what
You know
No.
what
Shit
gets me?
about
Okay,
that.
now this is what gets
I'm
me. Now,
only
can
thinking
this
about-
thing, like, if you say, write a song like Bob Dylan did in 1970,
Yeah.
right? But write like a, I don't know,
chorus.
It can.
something
It
like girl,
can.
rewrite "Girl from the North Country." Like a song just as good, or,
Well, but the
or that
whole
would
point of-
belong on Nashville the album. You
No.
know what I mean? They couldn't do it.
No, you couldn't.
Couldn't fucking do it. That's what I'm saying. That's what
couldn't do it,
separates
couldn't do it.
humans from the AI. Will be the ability to
right.
create something unique.
And
I
Horshack
knew.
as well.
got it
right?
up. I got it up.
You
The ability-
cannot
I mean, maybe not
replace.
invent. Because
We
What
can
did
do a test
Horshack
right now.
always have on?
but do something.
He had a green jacket.
organically unique, right? No, yeah, it'll be able to.
You ready?
Uh,
This
se-
is
cells
the
is
chat
zone.
system. This is the AI chat system.
What is an AI chat system?
It answers
I
everything. and
looked
it
it
could
up.
be like
It answers
creative
anything.
and
It can
think for
create
itself.
things. It can think for itself.
which is really
Let's
Trippy.
ask me a question that you don't think I know the answer to, that you do know the answer to.
I do.
All right.
Okay. Where is the hospital? The European. Okay. Where is the U.S. European hospital in Europe?
So that's just a question I could look up on Google, right? But I'm going to ask this AI and see where what it does. Hospital in Europe.
No. Okay. I'll give you another one.
Oh, and I haven't. You want that one or not?
No. I'll give you another.
Okay, another one.
When you look up. No, I can't do that.
Give me a question that you would know from being older that I would not know. Not a factual thing, something to do with like getting older. Give me a metaphorical or metaphysical or something like, what's the other word? What's that study of who I am? I think before I therefore I am. What's that? Philosophy. Give me something like that. Something that you would know from getting older that I wouldn't. Shouldn't be too difficult. I mean, I have fake examples.
I piss a lot more.
Okay.
Frequently.
I piss a lot
I
more when I
don't
get
know.
older. Yeah, when I wake up in the morning.
I love to have pancakes in the morning. I don't fucking know. What do we do?
Question.
Give me a philosophical question.
Okay. How long? What's the average time for a 53-year-old to have sex?
That's a philosophical question to you? It's important to note there is no average time for sexual intercourse, as there are many factors that can influence the duration of sexual activity, such as personal preferences, blah, 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 blah. That being said, it's worth noting that as people age, they may experience changes in their sexual functioning, including changes in the duration of sexual activity. Some individuals may find they require more or less time to stimulation to achieve and maintain an erection or reach orgasm.
That's crazy.
Right?
Ultimately, the
It'll
most
tell you everything
important
instantly,
factor.
though, too.
Here's the kicker for me. Ultimately, the most important factor in sexual activity is that both partners are comfortable, consenting, and enjoying themselves. So this AI was trained by somebody who isn't a rapist. I think we can assume, right?
Yeah.
I am so
Is
blown
rape-
away by this shit.
Let's look up a philosophical question. Is rape inherently evil?
Well, that's a gimme. Maybe not, because it does.
Oh,
occur
it does
in
say
nature.
yes. It does say yes.
You're damn right. It's fucking give me. All right.
Okay,
I
what's
gotta
not a
think of
give me?
this. Huh?
What's not a give me?
Do
Into the mic.
Oh, do souls carry on for all eternity?
awesome.
Yeah, see what they think. You know.
The concept of souls and the idea that they carry on is a topic that, and it's giving in some belief systems. It's important to note that the existence of souls is a matter of faith, and it's not something that can be proven or disproven by empirical evidence. So it doesn't give us an answer to this. It gives us potential.
It gives us a political answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let.
You know, one of the things that is in the news right now. Thank you, Nick. You hear about that whole TikTok issue, because TikTok is so huge in today's mainstream. But at the end of the day, the government is trying to fucking say, you know what?
Step in and regulate.
They're going to regulate it. They just want to knock it out because what they're saying is
It's ruining everybody's brain.
it's not only that.
No, it's a privacy thing.
It's more of a privacy because TikTok is owned by China.
It's a privacy issue.
It's not only a privacy issue, it's more of a political issue. Because what we have going on with TikTok is we have subversives. Or can we say subversives?
Subversives is not a word.
You're right. Subversives.
Subverts.
Subverts.
We have subversives, like people who are subverting.
Subversives. That's it,
Is
you
that even-
motherfucker.
Subversiaries.
My point is this: that there is a lot of information that is being transmitted through TikTok,
Mhm.
through into China and whatnot. And wait a minute, you're looking at me like, okay, I'm full of shit.
Ground on my
But
end.
it's not, because what's going on is that we have Snapchat, we have other alternatives. There's no reason to
Email.
there's no
Phone.
realizing
Talking
yeah,
face to
exactly.
fucking
To
face.
utilize
We
TikTok.
think they have a line to China.
Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
impossible to stop.
Exactly. But
So who's trying to put the kibosh though? The American
the
government?
whole
Yes.
fucking government
yeah,
is
the
trying to
American
put
government,
a kibosh on TikTok.
Really?
TED Talks.
TikTok.
TED Talk.
TikTok.
TED Talks.
That
Fuck
can't-
them
that-
TED Talks.
And you know what? It's going to fuck a lot of people up because what's going to happen is
Yeah, they're not going to be able to
For
go on
a
TikTok.
day.
well,
and
not
then-
only that, because
For
there's
a
a
day.
lot of money being
For a day.
made by
You
a
mean
lot
my
of
family's not going to ignore me when I'm watching movies with
Exactly.
them anymore?
I don't understand that. I
But
don't
there's
get
a
it.
lot
I
of
know they
people
ignore the
making money
movie,
from
the whole thing.
TikTok. Am I correct?
Oh, tons, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. The people making money on TikTok are likely people that would be making money off anything else as well already. And if they're on TikTok, I don't know this, but I've got to say YouTube or I don't know. I
don't
know
mean
there's
on
TikTok
TikTok, I meant
influencers,
using
but
it.
you can't pay money through TikTok, can you?
I don't know.
I don't use the app. I think this
supposed
is
to
a
know this
question that
shit.
we should ask people who use the app.
Swipe, man. There was
Yeah,
swiping.
everybody out there,
Where's your
please
son?
let us
Yeah,
know.
like I have friends that just come in the
Yeah.
living room while you're watching a movie.
Right.
Because I watch movies. Then suddenly they'll be on their phone, right? And no headphones or anything. Boom, just suddenly these really loud random videos coming up, you know? People shouting at each other. There's an explosion in one. There's someone peeling out in another. And there's a bunch of little kids giggling. Holy shit.
That's bad. The Chinese government,
They do pay them.
the Chinese
So you
government.
paid like a YouTuber or anything like
Kind
that?
of different manner. But
there
yeah.
you go. So the Chinese government, from what I understand,
It's
probably
not
own TikTok.
connected.
of course
According
it's,
to the official
connected.
reports of TikTok and their parent company ByteDance.
They just had a whole congressional
I
hearing.
know. I watched
with the
Where's
CEO.
ByteDance? Oh, they have
Watched it.
congressional hearings with
Some
that. With what's his
everything.
name though from Facebook?
On Mark
too, and he-
Zuckerberg. Yeah.
he just like laughs at him and goes home.
Yeah.
Okay, but he
of
also
course.
he acts like a lizard. If we're gonna be honest, he acts
Yeah.
like a lizard.
Well, I think anybody who's gets that much power and wealth in life, they become lizards.
So wait a
But they
minute.
try to make him cool.
Are
in
you
the
guys
movie.
telling me right now?
I know,
that-
but come on,
Oh
Jesse
my
Eisner's not
God.
even fucking cool.
No, it's like
It's like the best you could do. It's a pouty
play
kinda-
Lex Luthor. You know,
Yeah.
he was okay in that movie with
No, he's good. He's good playing the frustrated, geeky, smart guy, but
Who is?
that runs thin
Kristen,
after a while.
Kristen Stewart. He was okay in that movie with Kristen Stewart, American Ultra.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, he plays
That was
like
a good movie.
Super Bond. He plays like a agent
That was a good
that
movie.
he doesn't understand he's an agent. He's like a stoner basically, but he actually has government programming in his head and
Gotcha.
and yada yada yada, and it's okay, and he's okay, but yeah, he plays the same character in almost every movie. Yeah, we're going okay. So TikTok is owned by its parent company, ByteDance. ByteDance creates the code. Now the
Where's
real-
ByteDance out of?
Here's the question they can't get an answer from.
Okay.
Oh,
Singapore.
Beijing. Beijing.
Oh, Beijing.
Beijing.
ByteDance. I believe
I'm
is out of
sorry,
Beijing.
Beijing.
Sail tonight for Singapore.
Okay, but here's go on
I'm
the
gonna
ByteDance.
school 'em.
ByteDance. By the way, TikTok is banned in China. If you didn't know this,
That's not true.
it is.
No.
TikTok, the app that we have in America, is banned in China. What they have in China is a near exact replica. I don't know the name. I can't remember the name. It is made by ByteDance and distributed by ByteDance. But TikTok,
It's in
Is
Singapore
owned.
too. Go ahead.
TikTok the real question that the congressional people are trying to ask: A, is there any chance that ByteDance is putting information that is on TikTok to the Chinese government? That is the main question.
So they're not questioning whether or not it's monopoly.
They don't
and
care. They don't care.
It's a
That-
because then it becomes
that's
a public,
part of it. Well, that's part of it too.
Not
but
true.
That's part of it too, right?
That's how they dismantle.
Are you so full of
monopolies.
shit to believe that?
I'm
what
telling-
happened
I
is
don't
you
know
had a
what's happening.
congressional hearing today. Not today. It was actually over the last couple of days.
But yesterday it was ending.
Yeah. So what you had was you had the CEO of fucking of TikTok got his ass fried, and basically what he's
Or
saying
would not answer questions.
Wouldn't
He
answer
wouldn't answer
questions.
them.
So he's probably sweating, right, under constant questioning. Then he
do
left.
you?
and he,
Let
he's
me
like
ask you.
sitting
Let me
on a
let me
billion
ask you
bucks.
this:
Go on.
do you think TikTok is going to survive that vote?
No, I believe they are going to ban TikTok or
Let's buy
try
stock.
to buy it.
Let's buy
Try to buy
stock.
it.
They're gonna buy stock in TikTok, a company
No.
that's about to go down.
We're gonna buy stock. You know we're gonna buy stock in
What is it?
Snap.
Snap.
Ow. The companies you want to buy stock in, the competitors were competitors before TikTok came on the stage. TikTok
but-
is the fastest growing though.
It is.
Yeah.
How do you think?
Probably the
never
largest
mind.
too.
I'm
The
gonna
question
buy
was that wouldn't be
stock.
answered. You go ahead and try it. I mean, you
No,
play
no.
the stock game.
No, but you know what? Honestly, you're right, because what's going to happen is when TikTok, I don't believe is going to. I don't believe it's going to survive. I really don't. And to be honest with you, I think TikTok. What happens is there's a lot. If I'm not mistaken, and Nick, correct me if I'm wrong, there's a lot of people. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of people who fucking derive their income, and there's a lot of income to be made.
I don't know, man.
on TikTok.
I don't know. I think that that's all bull crap, but I understand there are people that make money off TikTok. I'm just so against that concept personally. It's like it's all fake. It's all fake. I'm going to bleep the
You mean the videos and all that they post?
everything that is on social media
Yeah, it's not. It's not
is
part of
the
your life.
best parts of people's lives. The narrow, small, tiny window.
But even
of
watching
best
it, even watching it,
moments.
you're watching
That's
someone else's
true.
life.
You're watching, and for these
Yeah,
influencers,
you're not living your life if you're constantly watching someone else's.
these influencers are doing what happens in comedy. They're recycling the same material with their own appearance and their own spin, and it happens over and over and over again.
Sure, but
I don't
that's
disagree with
entertainment.
you, yeah.
That's
Here's
the
the
way
thing.
entertainment is. Though.
I make a joke for the first time. It's a funny
that's the way
joke.
showbiz is.
5 people down the line. Do you think
Yeah.
that joke is going to be funnier? No.
No, but they're going to use it because they want attention.
Thank you. And it's thousands, hundreds of thousands of these people, millions of people are creators. How much time are people going to spend? Oh, and the other thing that TikTok does is it's an algorithm that shows you what it thinks you want to see. So you see things that appeal to you. That's what makes it dangerous for
Everything
people
has
who
that
are
now,
like
though.
radicalism. Yes, but because of TikTok.
Yeah,
Everything has that
Oh,
now
really?
because of TikTok, because TikTok
they
revolutionized
started
that.
the
TikTok comes out.
technology of it?
Instagram Shorts came out. Instagram Shorts came out very shortly after TikTok started getting big.
I thought Instagram and
Keep
YouTube
in mind,
had that.
TikTok's been around since 2016. Not TikTok, I believe, Musically. Then 2018, TikTok came on the scene.
Oh.
Musically was the app that predated TikTok, and it was the same company. Or it was
COVID probably
purchased or
did
something.
quite a bit for TikTok,
Oh, yes.
right?
And to a certain
People
extent, there are
bored, you
good
know, you're
uses
sitting
of
on your
TikTok.
couch.
But
What
it
do
is
you-
like any technology.
Grubhub.
Do you believe TikTok is a free and flowing form, or do you believe that there is some regulatory issues there that China is sort of infiltrating? And don't get me wrong, I'm not some fucking political guy in any way, shape, or form, but at the same time, TikTok seems to be that one entity that China's basically just saying, you know what, let's go in and we're just going to undermine all this shit. I don't know.
Here's my
I
question
could
to
be
you,
wrong.
Al. Do you think that Facebook is not doing what we are accusing China of doing right now? Do you
I'm
think
not
that
saying they're
Facebook-
not.
because they have
I don't know if
Complete
Facebook.
access to everything you own, right?
They
on your
have-
phone.
well, that's what
everything, all
Facebook-
your photos and everything.
Well, let me
right?
ask you a question.
Yeah, where
And-
you
and
just
to
hit
be
okay
honest with
because
you,
you got a
wait a-
7-page that nobody wants to read. And they
Wait a
wanna-
minute, back the fuck up.
I'm not just saying Facebook. I'm not saying, but what about? I'm saying
For
years this has been happening.
Facebook is Facebook, and I don't know this for a fact, and I don't know the answer to this.
Yeah.
But maybe you can provide this answer. Are you telling me that Facebook is readily available to any individual in China? Is that what you're telling me? I don't
I
know.
have no clue. What do you mean? Nope.
So my point
Neither
is
is TikTok.
That's my point.
TikTok is not readily available. It's banned in China. They use something called Weibo, I believe, or Weibo.
So
WeChat.
if Facebook
it's
is
basically
banned in
the same
China, why in
But
the
they could
hell?
censor more.
Yes. And
Why
China
in the
controls
hell
what's
would
allowed
we
to be seen.
freely let TikTok reign over here? Because you
can't
from
stop
an
it.
AI,
I can't stop
the
it.
government can. That's my point. So my point is, do you agree
Why
with
not?
that or not?
Why stop with TikTok? Because China owns it. This is the reason Mark Zuckerberg was called to the stand, because private information was being shared
Yeah.
en masse.
Yeah. That's
Facebook
why.
was the main tool of the
Yes.
2016
To be
elections.
honest with you, I had to sit there and listen to you for a second.
Sure, of course.
I had to listen. Wait a minute. What you said is wrong. Why stop with TikTok? Because China owns it?
Why?
Abso-fucking-lutely. That's exactly why you should stop it.
Don't stop with just TikTok. Bring every single service that does what TikTok. TikTok is only scary because we are not in China and we don't know where the information goes. We know that there have been instances of TikTok.
There is no other platform. There is no other platform
Mike,
that
wake
we have
up.
adhered to that allows China to determine exactly
I think-
150 million users,
But
whatnot.
yes, but that's
All
because
bullshit.
TikTok is a Chinese company, and there's been instances of egregious instances of information of journalists being passed from TikTok through the TikTok server, through the TikTok information system to China. So they figured that out. We found that out. Now the question is, does China's government have access to the data that TikTok
Of course
says?
they do.
Categorically, they say no, because that would be
Wait,
illegal.
hold up a sec. Hold up.
Bullshit.
Does TikTok have access to any sensitive information government-wise?
Anything that
no.
you put. No.
So what are they sending
tremendous
everybody's
amount.
dick pics over to China? Who
Yeah.
gives a shit?
There are government officials that use TikTok. There are government officials that use TikTok. Absolutely,
Well, they
there are.
should stop using TikTok.
Well, are you
They're
going to ban
government
TikTok on a
officials.
government level, or are
To
you going
be
to ban
honest with you,
TikTok on the
might just-
entire country level?
Might just hit on it. They should stop setting dick
I think
pics
on a
over
government level, and then ban.
I
Just
think on
let
everybody.
everybody
I think
take
ban.
their chances.
I personally
Right.
am in favor of if China and the Chinese owners of TikTok are going to be so cloak and dagger about where the data is going, then you should ban it in America.
Okay, if they're not going to be forthcoming, kind of
mean,
like if you call
but
up you call up your phone company and say, I need a record of all my
Yeah, if
phone
they're gonna be
calls and
forthcoming,
everything.
change
Are
it
you giving
and
anybody else my
Change
phone
it,
number?
and you don't have to exactly. Well, they are though. That's the thing. Phone companies do
I've noticed
exactly that.
with my cell phone. I've been
Can I
getting junk
recomm-
mail or junk calls.
Everybody does that.
I don't disagree with
Cell
you. I
phone
just-
used to be a refuge away
You,
from
me,
that.
him. We are commodities. We are just simple numbers, pieces on little cells on a spreadsheet. My food interest, what I buy the most, when I am sad, what shows I like to watch, what that says about me, what I do for work, where I go, when I
My
go there,
point
the
is-
family and where they live, and all
you're,
those
you're-
for them.
You're absolutely
That's
correct.
sold.
Do you know how if you can do that with 150 million people,
It's
and
already
you
being
have
done.
that information at hand,
It's already being done.
I know it. It is.
What are
being
they going to
done.
do? What is the worst case scenario that you think could happen to you or Joe Schmo? Make up a random case. What could China do with that information of you?
Drop a bomb.
They could drop a bomb anyway.
Yeah, they
That
get me
whole
in trouble
balloon,
with my
Drop
that
a
ex.
whole
bomb.
balloon situation in
Exactly.
They get me
January,
in trouble
right?
with my ex.
Remember that
Exactly.
balloon situation in January?
They know
Oh
exactly.
yeah, you got caught, right?
Balloons?
They would know.
Yeah, you were trying to
Mike,
sneak.
am I-
Yeah, I was trying to sneak
Trying to-
weather balloons into the United States
No, you were
airspace.
trying to sneak cocaine into your lover in prison,
We're not talking about that balloon.
the Charger.
We're talking about the condom wrappers
would
full of
know-
coke.
they would
we're
know.
talking about
Yeah,
the weather balloons.
Here's
When you
what
were
I
muling.
Here's what I don't appreciate about those guys. they would know exactly the time that I'm jerking off.
Okay,
And I'm not really happy about that.
Well, you make that
That's
public.
a secret. If
Yeah, here's my question.
So you've been known to make that public.
Here's my question.
Mass text.
Twitter,
Hey, everybody,
Twitter
I'm going
posts
for it.
at 1 a.m. Twitter posts at 1 a.m. decrying porn stars
Yeah.
every on the dot every day. 1:05 a.m.
should have
Porn's
that.
terrible for everybody. and Nobody should do
people
it.
work out and they take a selfie and they put it on, keep
Yeah.
like with everybody, and they got their stats units burned and everything.
Yeah.
Instead of that, they should have like a.
Here's the thing.
Exactly.
What are they gonna do with that
feet off
information? What are they gonna do with that information? And if they took over the United States, what would be the end goal? Move their overpopulist country people to America en masse through super yachts?
I don't know.
Did you just say, what did he just say?
I
if
think
they
Nick
took
has an
over-
idea. He's like, what are they going to do? They're going to enslave us?
No,
Make my
they're
mother.
just gonna give us. They're gonna give. They're gonna give us some popcorn,
Popcorn?
and
They
some
already
hot dogs
they
and all
already
that kind of
supply,
shit.
I think 70% of the products that come to America.
I understand that, but what
En
you
masse,
just said
we
is
could
fucking.
our economy could be destroyed in a day if China decided to stop playing ball.
Yeah, and
That's
then
not
in
true.
turn
They
it would hurt
already
them.
have that
Not
power.
true,
Well, I think
not
we're,
true,
we're
not
all
true, not
globally
true.
reliant
They
on
are
one another.
already overpopulated.
To be honest with
Well,
you,
I mean, I'm sure
you're
they're taking care of that
absolutely
issue.
wrong. What you're saying is
There's too many
incorrect.
people to police.
China relies
Maybe
on
not 30,
us
maybe it's a big
more
number.
than we rely on China. That's a fact. No, that's a fact.
I think it may be symbiotic.
And let me
No?
tell you, it is
in the reality of
symbiotic.
it.
I think that if they didn't want all-out nuclear war, they would do. Then they're pushing these bounds. I don't know where those weather balloons came from. All I know is what the U.S. government is telling me. And I'm
That's
not a
'cause you gotta-
conspiracy nut.
That's because you got that.
I'm not a conspiracy nut. I don't know where they came from. And you know what?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I'm trying to become an EMT and save lives. I don't care. If China took over tomorrow, oh well, I'll learn Mandarin.
I don't
I'm
know
sure
why
you'll
we.
win.
Yeah,
killing
Ma.
more people
What's
than you
the
save.
We did get on the. We got on the. I think we got a little bit too much on the politics.
Shit, sing.
Thank you, everybody, again for being a part of the Mikey and Al Between the Lines podcast. Next week, we have Yasser Arafat on the show, so please tune in.
Thank you guys for tuning in. You can see us on all platforms,
Including
MikeyandAl.com.
OnlyFans.
So thank you guys for joining
I'm
us.
just gonna plug
as
my
Mikey
porn
said
here.
tonight.
Next week, we're going to be rolling out the bones of Muammar Gaddafi.
Next
We
week,
will
we're
be
going to
doing
roll out
some-
the bones of Roland Emmerich.
Right.
Is he dead?
I don't know.
And
Should
we're
be at
gonna-
this
we're
We need,
gonna-
we need another Independence Day. Man.
Yeah,
we
that's
shoot
another
him.
thing.
We're else gonna kick Nick in his fucking nuts. and his
Yesterday,
jugular
December
veins.
7th, 1941. A day that
You
will
guys
live
have a good night.
in infamy.
Bye.